My beautiful people, my beautiful people, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another lovely episode of the Logic of Emotions podcast / reactions. It's your dog, your brother, man, your favorite African American, Melly, baby. Now, I wanted to talk about this. So, as we all know, Dwight Howard's not in the NBA. Don't understand why. But the homie MJ2KALLDAY, he did a video on it. Because it's funny, I wanted to do a video on it too, but I like his explanations a lot better and his statistics and his research. So let's review it, talk about it, because I was always wondering, why is he not an A anymore? It seems like he's being blackballed, and I don't understand why. He still can be of use. He still is a good, solid role player, so let's find out why, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Join the Banks family, join the Banks community. I'm feeling a lot better. Thank y'all for showing me a lot of love, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's get right to it, though.
Is still really good, but the NBA is done with him. Oh. Yes, Dwight was out in Taiwan dropping Wilt Chamberlain numbers, shooting 10
Yeah, we actually have to review that one of those games too, bro, because he's been
and threes and running pick and rolls.
What the
Any NBA player can go crazy in other non-Euro leagues. But how could Dwight just start on a championship team 2 years ago now be blacklisted in the NBA?
Yep.
Despite Dwight claiming he's in the best shape of his career, it's an ugly truth that has nothing to do with age. It showed throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
A lot to do with why he didn't make the NBA top 75. Because Dwight coming in the league was hyped. He's only the third player ever to go #1 overall straight from high school. The other two, LeBron James and Kwame Brown. So big ring. The Magic draft.
I thought Kevin Garnett came out of
After him, and the Shaq comparisons were immediate. He was all NBA in his third year, and by his fourth season, finished 5th in MVP voting.
Speaking of Shaq, how do y'all feel about what he said about Dwight Howard, and what do y'all think he said about them in Taiwan and everything in the league over there? Even though we all understand that the Taiwan league, respect to y'all, obviously it's not the NBA, but for him to basically speak down on them, I didn't like that. I was not a fan of that at all. I don't know what the gripe is with Shaq per se, but Shaq has this, I don't know, because I really do like Shaq, but he acts like a jerk a lot too. If I'm tripping, let me know. But I know he expects high from people, but Dwight Howard used to be that kind of guy to, joke around a lot and everything, and he goofed around a lot. We all know that. Kobe, everybody said that's, because he said, like Kobe said it and everything. He said what he said about him, and he seems more mature. So if he was still being that immature individual, I would understand that. But he seems like he's grown up. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Averaging 20.7 points, 14.2 rebounds, 2 blocks on 60% from the field. The defense was becoming dominant.
Not in my house.
And the free throws were horrible.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Ugh.
I literally have a fever right now, but I'm trying to get Dwight Howard a little bit of respect, so I'd appreciate if y'all would subscribe.
Get better,
Some
MJ.
jokes and Superman dunk contest later, and by the 2009 season, Dwight established himself as a bona fide superstar. He won Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 2.8 blocks a game, led an undermanned Magic team to the NBA Finals, bounced the defending champion Celtics, and then broke everyone's hearts by knocking out LeBron James 1 round before a Finals matchup with Kobe and the Lakers. We were rocked.
NBA championship ring that you don't have.
All this on an offense designed around Dwight posting up, getting doubled, kicking to shooters at 23 years old.
Yeah.
When you look at the best players in 2009, obviously Kobe and LeBron pop up, but Dwight was unarguably in the top 10 in the league.
Yes.
Some years, top 5. The Magic had the best defense in the league, and eventually they would lose to the Lakers in the NBA Finals. Good looks for my Lakers.
You're welcome.
Kobe.
Dwight kept improving, finishing second
Jameer.
in MVP in 2011 behind Derrick Rose. He won 2 more Defensive Player of the Years, making it 3 DPOYs in a row. This man was a household name, 5 All-NBA first teams, on the way to being one of the best centers of all time.
And that's what confused me is that, because I remember when I seen this and I saw like Damian Lillard, I saw people that didn't really have any. Like, Dame is nice, don't get it twisted, but he doesn't have any like real accolades compared to Dwight Howard, for an example. Or who else was it? AD is another one, right? 80 obviously is an amazing scorer, amazing talent. But if we're talking about like career-wise, I mean, now obviously, no, even now actually, I'd still give it to Dwight just because of the fact of what he had before, and he has a ring now, so now you have to. So it's just funny to me how people just forgot how dominant Dwight was, and how people sat there and said that, oh, like back in the day it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm like, y'all are tripping. Dwight was a beast, bro. He was a beast.
But Dwight wasn't happy with the Magic. What is up, dudes, Cadets, Ballers, Players? It's your boy MJ. He was making a trade destination.
And if I remember, he got his coach fired, didn't he?
Demanding trades. It was called just as obnoxious as LeBron's decision announcement to go to Miami. The saga reached its peak a month ago before the 2012 playoffs. Magic head coach Stan Van Gundy told reporters that Dwight wanted him fired.
There you go.
Dwight stepped in and awkwardly tried to embrace SVG. Alright, let's be real.
Yeah, I remember
Dwight
this.
was telling him to shut up or else, and Stan just walked away from the interview.
Yeah,
what's our main concern right now?
A couple days later, Dwight suffered a back injury that caused him to miss the end of the season. The Magic had another first-round exit, and Stan Van Gundy was fired.
Crawford, man.
Dwight got the nickname Coach Killer and requested a trade anyway. He also took some shots at his old teammates, calling them a team full of people no one wanted.
Bro, what?
Dwight had ruined his brand and become one of the most hated players in the NBA.
Why do you think people don't like you?
Yeah, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if you didn't like him back in the day. I understand all that. But like I said, he seems to have gotten more mature. So
Blair admitted that he blew it with the Magic and that he never fully recovered. The Magic traded him to the Lakers to team up with Kobe, Gasol, and Steve Nash for a super team that was supposed to be on par with LeBron, Wade, Bosh, the Big Three in Miami, and set the stage for the worst magazine cover ever.
What's this?
Dwight rushed back from surgery to make a title run with the Lakers, mainly due to the pressure to repair his image, but most people didn't realize it at the time. Dwight was
Paxson just ordered some stuff.
struggling to raise his arms above his head. You know, that's pretty important if you're trying to play basketball.
You serve zero purpose.
Kobe told reporters that Dwight was too concerned with his image and not necessarily willing to do
MJ got all the best little funny joints too, bro. I gotta give my dog his credit, bro. He be having some hilarious joints too, no lie.
It takes to win. So Kobe and Dwight did not get along
at all.
Well, we didn't see eye to eye. It wasn't going to work.
And while Dwight's stats showed 17.1 points per game, 12.4 rebounds with 2.4 blocks, it was pretty
that's still good. That's still good. That's still
visible
very
that
good.
He wasn't really dominant and actually confused. Just 5 games into the season, the Lakers fired head coach Mike Brown and hired Mike D'Antoni.
Can we talk about how great Mike Brown is doing as well too, bro? I remember people talking so bad about Mike Brown back in the day, and to see how far he's come, you know, just how amazing he did for Golden State and how amazing he's doing now for the Kings. Bro, we gotta give a round of applause for Mike Brown, bro. Like, for real, excuse me.
Who runs
I remember all the trash talk. I remember all of it.
At the same time, Dwight
for a lot of
demanded low post touches. He didn't want to adapt, but D'Antoni also had a bias towards the 38-year-old Steve Nash because they had played together on those MVP Suns years. Brown was dealing with a pinched nerve, but D'Antoni wanted to run a pick and roll offense through 38-year-old Steve Nash, who visibly could not move.
Make it make sense.
Dwight was frustrated on the court and wouldn't run some of the play calls, but D'Antoni also didn't want to listen to Dwight. D'Antoni treated Dwight and Gasol like expensive role players. So when Dwight chose to leave the Lakers after 1 season, even though he could have had an extra $30 million from them, it didn't sit well. He was tired of all the media narratives, coaching debacles, but
money ain't mean that much to him.
Of the largest fan base in the league, and y'all know how delusional Lakers fans can be.
Oh man, yeah, man. I listen. Love Kobe, love Kareem, love Magic, but yo, when I tell you, Lakers fans, when there's a free agent, y'all think y'all getting everybody, and it's hilarious though. I ain't mad at it. I think it's absolutely hilarious, but the memes be kicking, bro.
Howard's contract ended and free agency began. Harden recruited Howard, and Daryl Morey, stat god, believed that Howard was the missing piece for their inside-out game. Yes, stats and analytics was the reason the Rockets signed 28-year-old Howard in his prime. How the narrative would change.
I'm trying to pick Dwight in Prize Picks, the sponsor of today's video, but he's not in the league.
You've seen me crush it 3 times with Prize Picks, 2 to 5.
Get your money, MJ.
Like Dwight.
Oh, Luka Doncic and
Get your money.
points, all first in the entry when he's.
But he was averaging 18.3 points, 12.2 rebounds in his first season, making the Rockets a top 10 defense, and eventually 26 points and 13.7 rebounds in the playoffs.
Easy.
Unfortunately, they were playing against him. But Howard would miss half the games next season with knee swelling problems. It was his first time in his career missing significant games, and during that time, the Rockets shifted their entire offense to Harden. The Rockets made it to the 2015 Western Conference Finals, but Dwight was almost ran off the floor at times because they were playing with the small ball Warriors who would eventually win it all, and Howard was playing with a sprained knee. Except it was later revealed to be a torn MCL, a much more severe injury that should have required him to sit out for at least 2 months.
Longer.
Deja vu, huh? James Harden was 23 years old, reaching upper peaks of superstardom, and the Rockets were clearly making the team around Harden rather than Howard. Their playbook relied heavily on pick and rolls and stepped away from Howard's postgame. All this was so clear that they fired their head coach even after he had just led them to the Western Conference Finals.
What?
According to an anonymous player, when he joined the team mid-season in 2015-2016, he had to pick a side. Team Howard or Team Harden.
Wow.
Is this the Avengers? The hell? And not just him, but every other player on the team picked a side, and management made their choice clear. Dwight's usage rate plummeted despite him being healthy. It was the lowest it ever was in his first 8 seasons. So in his third year with the Rockets, he only averaged 13.7 points per game, the lowest number since his rookie season. The main reason Harden and Howard never made peace is because they acted like there wasn't a problem to begin with. Harden is passive-aggressive and non-confrontational by nature. Or is he?
I said, do you wanna fight? Do you wanna catch his hand?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Dwight Howard or Harden. There was a lot of memes, bro. Like, it was kind of crazy. I don't think a lot of people like Dwight. I mean, not Dwight. Like Harden now. I don't know.
Got so bad that Harden and Howard would take opposite routes to leave the arena. It's so wild because remember, Harden heavily pushed the Rockets to sign him in the first place. The management chose Harden, and Howard was out to Atlanta. Once again, ousted from a
prima donnas, bro. Oh my god, I hate that
team, and his reputation was finished. At this point, Howard was 30, considered to be damaged goods that couldn't win with Kobe, and now rising star Harden, and multiple executives thought his trade value was worth a second-round pick. Even though it was pretty clear to see that Howard just wasn't given that many touches. But the NBA was also shifting to the three-point era thanks to the Warriors. And Howard, as we've seen multiple times, can't shoot.
You talk about this? Dwight.
And Howard, as we've seen...
Why are you so far back? If you're not making them close, I don't think Somebody gotta explain that to me. Put in the comments down below. Why was he so far back from the free throw line?
Multiple times, can't shoot. Dwight's time on the Hawks and Hornets got overlooked despite him averaging 15.2 points and 12.6 rebounds on 59%.
That's literally Ayton. That's literally Ayton on the Suns.
From the field. Teammates were sick of Dwight's antics in the locker room.
That's what it was, yeah.
For a larger role when the NBA was clearly moving in a different direction.
Yeah, act like a baby,
Dwight wouldn't really give it his all on the Hawks because now Dwight's post-up style was simply outdated, but he kept wanting more. By 2017, it was empty stats on meaningless teams, but it still showed that Dwight was a usable player. So when he got his chance on the Lakers, Dwight was humbled. He was 34 years old, no longer the same Dwight that jumped out the gym and knew that he wasn't going to be a central point of any
Still
offense.
good though,
Instead,
bro.
he would have to do all the little things, and he did. He averaged 7.5 points, 7 boards, 1 block in 19 minutes. He would be okay with sitting out some games, like against these small ball Rockets, and okay with just being a defensive anchor with absolutely no post touches. Here was a player that finally wasn't selfish, that was willing to do whatever the team needed for the first time in his career. But 1 year of that hasn't changed the bad taste in everyone's mouths of the previous 8. It's why he didn't make the NBA top 75, despite universally being thought to be probably around the top 65 player.
Which I think is corny, because what the man did, right? It's in the book. It's in the NBA book. The stats, the statistics, the records, everything, the DPOYs, the All-Stars. It's in the records, bro. So just because he gives you a bad taste in your mouth, pause, that he doesn't deserve the work he put in? You feel me? Like, I think it's so odd. I think it's super odd. That's dead like, let's say Russell Westbrook, right? Let's say if his bad attitude and all that stuff like that, right? Let's say if he was on the same as how Dwight Howard was, right? Back in the day. Let's say if he was doing the same thing and he was going down skill-wise in the same way, right? Being arrogant, this and third. It's kind of like, scratch that. It's kind of like the whole Carmelo situation too, isn't it? Because Carmelo was nice. He was nice, bro. Very nice, bro. But for someone that DPO wise, all that stuff, like Dwight Howard was nice too. So to see him not being the A still, to see Melo not being the A still, that's still weird too, because he can still score. There's dudes on the bench that literally cannot score as efficient as Melo can, and still don't play good defense like Melo. So I don't get that either. But whatever. It's about Dwight. Dwight, he top 75, bro. He obviously deserved to be in there. I didn't understand that. I really didn't.
One's gonna be on it.
Why?
Politics. I already knew.
In fact,
he's right.
There's a lot of people that don't even remember Dwight's greatness.
Exactly.
Or his dominant 7-year stretch.
Exactly.
The social media era took off as he was leaving the Magic.
Exactly.
So back up, listen, Dwight then got in a scuffle with AD last year during a timeout, and while both players downplayed the situation, it didn't sit well with the Lakers organization and possibly the rest of the NBA, because it brings up the same bad taste of Dwight being a diva and wanting things his way, regardless of how little that argument could have actually been. It just wasn't a good look. And as much as we'd like to think that decisions in the NBA are based on a player's performance, narratives play a crucial role in signing a player.
Politicking.
Back then, Dwight's locker room issues with former teammates resurfaced only to tarnish his NBA resume. He is still a solid role player who can provide valuable minutes to many current NBA teams looking for defense. The guy helped the Lakers win a chip 3 years ago, for crying out loud. He was actually useful, but Dwight isn't the only one who understands how narratives can lead to a player being kicked out of the league. J.R. Smith talked about him and a whole host of players being blackballed from the NBA.
I ain't gonna lie, JR. If you ain't scoring, bro, you ass. I'm sorry. The JR of old is gone. I'm sorry, bro. Unless you're scoring efficiently. And I did a video on this too. I love J.R. Smith. I love his shot. I love his dribble package. I love everything. I love JR on the Nuggets. Loved him. Loved him on the Knicks. Him, Shumpert, freaking what's dude's name, man? The shooter. I forgot his name, man, but I love that team. That Knicks team was my favorite team of all time, bro. For that Knicks team was my favorite Knicks team of all time. Excuse me. And bro, after what you did in the finals, bro, that tarnished your name a bit. I ain't gonna lie, but you really weren't that great of a defender, and your scoring went down. So it's like, I don't know what you expected, you know.
To most executives, Dwight simply wasn't worth the potential headache. You telling me this guy is still on a team over Dwight? Okay, the reason why Udonis Haslem is still on
he's about to say it.
A team is because of the locker room presence he brings, as well as the Heat taking care of their players. So Dwight heard a variety of reasons why teams wouldn't sign him. We aren't signing anyone over 30, even though they added Patrick Beverley. Or we need a big that can shoot, which, fair point. So all these highlights in Taiwan might not mean anything, but there's a whole career worth of plays and stats that show Dwight at bare minimum is a very capable role player. But his whole career also shows that he's continued to hurt himself and been one of the most hated players in the NBA.
I still think he should be in the league at the minimum.
I
The all-day
agree.
notification shout goes to an OG day one, my girl, Maria Jo. The Warriors aren't looking too hot. Thanks for the all-day support.
Yeah.
If you want to know how KD
Why do you put that in there?
has also been hurting his career, there's a video right here. And if you're still here,
My dog.
you're a real one, so comment return so I know. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. It's your boy MJ.
Peace, brother.
We out. We vibe.
Great video per usual, my brother. Send love and absolutely positivity to this brother, man. He's been a legend in this game for a minute. Listen, man, I agree in a lot of what he said because they just made mad excuses, as we already know people do. You know, Dwight can still be a role player. I wanted the Warriors to pick him up so badly. Oh, I wanted them to pick him up so badly because I think he'd have been great. I think if his head it looks like his head is on straight now, right? I feel like with his head being on straight, him being more mature and whatnot, I felt as if that him and Draymond would be a very, very, very good combination. Like, seriously. And as I said before, he could teach Wiseman. He could help a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel bad for Dwight because, again, I grew up in the years watching Dwight. So to see him turn into this, it's just sad. But I will say this. The brother's having fun in Taiwan, and I'm happy to see him smiling and genuinely being happy. You know what I'm saying? And I love that he stood up for his teammates after what Shaq said about him and everything, too. Y'all can check out that video as well, too. I think that was really cool to see that, bro. Even though people were saying, yeah, but they're not the NBA. Yes, we understand that, bro. But the man is having fun over there. Let the man have fun, bro. I'm sorry, Shaq, he's not to your standards. I'm sorry. But you gotta understand, bro. Like if he's not, bro. Let him have fun. Jesus Christ, bro. So I don't know, bro. With that situation and everything, man, with Shaq, what he said, I don't know. It was just really weird. He just seems, I don't know. He's been acting like a jerk for a while, but because of him having so many rings and him being, you know, the big Shaq Diesel and all that nonsense, people let it rock a lot of times. But all in all, bro, the dude is a jerk. I'm sorry, Shaq is a jerk a lot of times. Even though I understand from a competitive standpoint, I understand from the side of just wanting to see the best out of players, bro. Not everyone's going to exceed your expectations. You have to accept that. You have to. So, but I'm glad to see Dwight being happy, bro. I am. I'm seeing him on his TikToks and, you know, getting his ring. A win is a win. A win is a win. Yo, I was dying laughing, bro. So I'm happy, man. But let me know what y'all think about this, man. Do you think that Dwight deserves to be in the NBA? And why isn't he in the NBA? Let me know, man. It's your boy Melly. I'm signing out. And per usual, peace, love, and keep that drip immaculate at all times, baby. Stay easy, breezy, beautiful, sexy, amazing, awesome, elegant, inspirational, sensational, healthy, but most importantly, drink water, my friends, and clean your room. A filthy room is a filthy mind. Well, filthy, you know what I mean. Get out of here. But we're to 10K subs, the new journey, new goal. Ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, subscribe. Again, join the Banks family, join the Banks community. We post every single day, put on post notifications, as well as that. My links to my Instagram and my Twitch will be down below. We're going to be streaming a lot more. Callisto Protocol comes out pretty soon. Hogwarts comes out in the beginning of February, I think it is. A lot of games, man, I'm excited for. But Sims 4 is what we're playing right now, man. So pull up, man. Love y'all, man. Peace and love. Bow. Have a great day, man. Peace.